Hello, hello! Perfidious Bead here. Back to spend another day moping around my cabin, tearing up old socks and waiting for my burns to heal. In the long dark. I think the long dark is, I think it's getting to me. I just can't seem to get up the energy to do anything meaningful. All I want to do is just sit around my cabin, shredding old clothing and watching the scraps fall to the floor like the tattered pieces of my former life. And I'm wondering, can a video game actually give you seasonal affective disorder? I think I'm coming down with S.A.D, and the only explanation, considering that it's the middle of September, is the dreary gray ashen environment of this town I'm stuck in the long dark. Well, I mean, you know, that and being forced to periodically talk to the Gray Mother. That lady is more of a downer than the fistful of Quaaludes Elvis swallowed before he sat down on the toilet to take a dump on that fateful August morning. That lady, she is a bring down. But regardless of whether it's the environment or the Gray Mother, what I really need to do is just get the hell out of this town, man. I gotta get out of this town. I'm beginning to think that it's absolutely no coincidence that this town is called Milton, because it puts me in mind of John Milton and his Paradise Lost. I gotta get out of this burg, man. I gotta get out of this burg. It's my soul-consuming thought. I need to leave this town. I really need to leave this town. I'd really, really, really like to get out of this town. It's like the refrain from it's like just like a Tom Waits song just running through my mind. Gotta get out of this town. Gotta get out of this town. I suppose, in addition to Tom Waits, it could also be like a Bob Dylan tune, too. One of the two, a depressing, meandering, just repetitive, soul-crushing, bitter anthem. That's what I'm singing right now. Did I just throw meat on the floor? I threw. See, I'm so down in the dumps. I'm so depressed. I don't even want to eat. I just want to throw my food on the floor and let hunger consume me. Just take me away. That's it. I'm done. I give up. You win. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna fuel my body with a bunch of salty crackers and venison and what appeared to be a candy bar of some sort. And then I'm gonna go ahead and grab a orange soda to wash it all down. The orange soda will give us a little bit of thirst, but mostly I'm in that for the calories. I want to top up my calorie meter for once. I'm tired of our guy wandering around in just a state of desperate hunger at all times. So let's get him topped up, and then we're gonna go talk to the Gray Mother, I guess. Don't we have a bunch of, like, garbage in our inventory, though, that we need to get rid of? Yeah, let's winnow down our inventory very quickly. So we did, I think we repaired some clothing. Actually, most of what we did the previous day was just sit around, rip up our clothing. It's been a little while since I played The Long Dark. I mean, War of the Chosen came out, and my odds are, pack in a bunch of episodes or, like, delay playing War of the Chosen. Well, I packed in a whole bunch of episodes because I'll be damned if I'm going to delay playing War of the Chosen. And I've spent, like, the last week straight pretty much playing that, so, you know, there's that. But it's back to the Long Dark now. I've missed it a little bit. It's good to be back. It's not great to be back in this shit dump miserable burg, but, you know, it's good to be back in the game. We really need to fix our lantern. Got plenty of water, clothing. The only clothing we're carrying is the clothing that we're wearing. We do have some medical supplies, but all of those things seem like reasonable objects to have on our person. Why do we have fire-starting materials in our clothing? You know what? I don't even care. I was going to say, why do we have fire-starting materials in our clothing shed? But honestly, you know what? I realized it doesn't matter. We're good. Oh, did we have two things of accelerant? Fire-starting materials, I mean, are supposed to go, and rightly go, in the stove. It's the sensible thing to do. Fire goes in the stove. It's logical. I probably don't need to carry around 5 books either, because they're really heavy. Let's put 3 of those in there, lighten our load a little bit, and go talk to the Gray Mother. I'm assuming there will be a wolf waiting outside for us, because, I mean, there's always a wolf waiting just outside for us. Where you coming? Where you at, dog? I get it. Where you at, dog? Because these canine things. Okay, it wasn't funny. Forget I said anything. Let's go talk to her dreariness. Oh, Her Majesty, Imperial Dreariness. May your dark and bleary outlook creep in and take hold of my soul and send me into the depths of ennui, never to emerge. It's not like a back entrance here that we can pry our way into or something, is there? Okay. Just wanted to check. Thought maybe, you know, the post office might have a secret vault or something. You never know. You saying you wouldn't raid the post office's secret vault? I would. I am going to break this branch, although I'm not going to use a tool. 10 minutes, 42 calories. Hey, our burns healed, I guess. Did our burns heal? Our burns healed! Hooray! It's about time. It only took like 3 days for a minor burn from a campfire that I accidentally stepped into for about 1/3 of a second. Only took it like a week to heal. May have overdone it with the burn meta long dark. That's all I'm saying. I wonder if we get the information from the Grey Widow, if after we're done we can just rob her blind. I mean, all the stuff that we gave her is still here. We could take it all back. Tempting. It's something to consider. Hey, lady.
You've come back.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of had to. You sort of shanghaied me into it.
Looking for my friend. Anything you can remember might help.
They said there were bad men who came from the tunnel.
Since when did the Grey Mother get all friendly and nice? Aren't you a bitter old hag who hates everyone?
Tunnel?
The only way through the mountains. The only way she could have gone. Grey Mother wants to know what happened in the night. I heard the angry voices, the angry wind, but the rest is a mystery.
And I hate to break it to you, lady, but it's going to stay a mystery, because there's no way I'm ever coming back to this miserable town and talking to you again, ever. Son of a bitch, this lady, she just keeps bringing me back. I'm feeling like a Godfather 2 here. Just when I thought I was out, she pulled me back in. Yeah, there's a lot of wolves out there, lady. I don't suppose you could see fit to maybe lend me that fucking gun. They never take long to move in once the people leave. Any idea where I might find a way to defend myself? Rifle stays with me. That might be other ways. What are these other ways you speak of? I'm thinking let you starve to death, and then when you die, take the rifle from your corpse. Scare them off of fire. A torch would do the trick. You know, I've had some experience with the torch thing, lady, and I gotta say, it does definitely not do the trick. Pieces of wood and rags dipped in kerosene. Yeah, well, keep it in mind, thanks. Idiot, it doesn't work at all. Mentioned a storm before. Mountain blizzards blow here from time to time. People get stuck indoors or worse, you know, like in a cave or wander in circles only to die within reach of their homes, even when they're right in front of them. They say the Grey Mother is blind. Ha! Well, you'd be just as blind in a storm, lady, just because your eyes don't work. The wind is going to be howling in those ears. It'll rob you of your sense of blind direction, too. I'm sorry, but I've seen Daredevil, and I know how it works. When the Kingpin kicks a pole and rings a pipe or has a bell or something loud, Daredevil's just as blind as everyone else. I'm finished talking to you. Take some soup before you go. Okay. Where's the soup? Oh, the Grey Mother made soup. I'll eat your soup. Oh, hey, gave us a warming up, but this is the first nice thing this woman has done for us. I mean, I still want to kill you and take your gun, but you know, the soup is okay. So we're gonna be nice and warm. Let's take a look at our map and figure out, do we know where the tunnel is? Tunnel collapse, Grey Mother. We gotta go past like Wolf City to get down there. That's where we came from, our crashed plane. We've been up in this area and fully explored it. I did want to try and set a snare for some bunny rabbits. If we could find a bunny habitat nearby, I would do that. But it looks like really the old tunnel collapse is the only place to go. So what we should do is gear ourselves up for wolf combat then. There was a place up on the hill near the radio tower that did have some bunnies though. We could maybe go bean one with a rock and then possibly toss down our snare. Are we carrying that snare? Do we have that in our... we do not. We have 32... Oh, we do have our snare. We also have 32 sticks, which is probably a few more than we need, but maybe we'll kill and skin a bunny on the way. We're unencumbered. I'm feeling light. I'm feeling footloose. I'm feeling fancy-free. I'm wondering if maybe Kevin Bacon won't teach me how to dance so that I can win the heart of a local country girl, preacher's daughter gone bad. Is that a Footloose reference, Pete? Well, Yeah, I think it's pretty apparent. I mean, it said Kevin Bacon. In what other Kevin Bacon movie does he go out of his way to win the heart of a preacher's daughter gone bad with the power of dancing? Full marks to Kevin Bacon, too, for utilizing the power of dancing. It's a great way to woo your dame. Be like, hey, baby, you want to dance? Also, how come he had to dance his way into her heart? I mean, she was a preacher's daughter gone bad. She seemed kind of promiscuous. This isn't a film. I'm not casting aspersions. I'm just merely, noting what the filmmakers and creators have put on the page there. The character was kind of promiscuous. How come Kevin Bacon had to work so hard to win her love? Because it kind of seemed like she was maybe giving it away. Personally, I think Footloose is a better movie if it would have been about the relationship between, what was his name? Sean Penn's younger, less talented, less handsome brother. Christopher Penn? Chris Penn? Yeah, that's what the movie should have been about. The burgeoning relationship of forbidden love in a small, backwards, sort of prudish town where two men are free to express their love through the power of dance. That's the movie I wanted to see. So there's definitely some dead stuff up here because the buzzards are a-circling. Plenty of fire here. Yes, I know the radio tower is that way. Not really in a hurry to get to the radio tower, though. So there should be some bunny rabbits up here, or at least there were bunnies the last time we were in this area. I don't think we killed them all, did we? There's my bunny friend. All right, let's get our rock out. Just get ready. Always be prepared in Bunnyville. Never know when he could come for us at any moment. This bunny could make a break and come running right at us, thirsty for blood. And then this is an act of self-defense. Not that I'm worried about justifying the act anyway, because, I mean, who's going to care? No court in the world would convict me. Also, I see unharvested cattails, and that's very much not like me to leave cattails unharvested. Oh, Mr. Rabbit, I don't suppose you want to take a turn and come back this way towards old Perfidious Pete, who is hungry for your blood. And make me just keep working for it, huh? Alright, seriously though, you got to turn around. I'm tired of stalking you. Slip back this way. I've lost him amongst the... I've lost him. I've lost him amongst the reeds. Where did you go, bunny? Okay, so the bunny's freaking Houdini. There it is. Alright, Rabbit. Come on, man. I'm tired of chasing you. You aren't worth... I'm burning more calories than I'm going to get out of your corpse here. Bring this shit back around. Honestly, I'd be spending these calories more effectively just harvesting cattail stock, which I'm going to do. Forget the bunny. I'll just eat cattails forever. Who needs bunnies when I've got cattail soup? Also, that bunny, man. He's all the way down here now. He's on like a homeward bound kind of track. I wonder what celebrity's doing his voice. Well, he's about to eat it, though. Get ready. Unbelievable. Great toss, Pete. Great toss. All that setup, all that patience, carefully stalking your prey for hours upon hours, and then what do? Miss it at the last second? It's pathetic, man. Just pathetic. Oh, he's coming back around, though. The bunny's coming back for another pass. And this time he gets it in the head. That's for making me look like a jerk. What do we got here? Is there any meat left on you? Nope, just some hide and gut. I have no interest in either hide nor gut. Don't really want to break down that branch. I'm not going to leave these... Yeah. It's got a bunny rabbit in it. Of course it's a little heavier than it was a minute ago. It's got a whole dead rabbit inside. What are we going to do? Eat cattail stalks. They're the best traveling food in the long dark. I can't, once again, enough sing the praises of the noble cattail. It is the superfood of the long dark. When you're in trouble, cattail stalks will get you through. That cattail stalk, 150 calories. This one, 150 calories. Also, tinder for a fire that we can build to cook that rabbit. What do we got here? Another 150 calories. Also, another 150 calories. And in addition to being delicious, wow, I mean, you know, in so much as if you like the taste of your own blood, cattails are the way to go because they'll carve up the roof of your mouth something fierce. It's like the natural equivalent of 12 bowls of Captain Crunch. But they're also a great source of dietary fiber. They'll keep your bowels real regular. And they're super light and transportable. Cattail stalks are not heavy. I mean, let's just check it out here for a minute. Pete talk up the superfood of all the time. Let's see the actual math. 50 cattail stalks at 150 calories apiece. We've got 7,500 calories for 2.5 kilograms. This bunny, 2.23 kilograms, and probably not even a tenth of the overall calorie output of the noble and hardy cattail stalk. I'm telling you, cattail stalks, superfood, man. They're like onyx sorghum. They're great. You'd be like, man, I wish I had that in my diet. I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna harvest this rabbit. Oh, Harvey. Let's go ahead and do that. I can do it with no tools. How long does that take? Oh, we could just rip a rabbit apart with our bare hand. Why have I been using my knife all this time? 19 minutes. Well, I'm just gonna rip it apart with my bare hands then. Forget tools. Rabbits, we'll just tear their flesh off. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to set it up so that I can drop, but I don't want to drop the fresh raw rabbit. I want to drop what I want to drop is this. So what if I do this? Pick you up, and then pick you up. Will I now? Oh, perfect. So now I've got my bunny carcass in here. Beautiful.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
No, you're not, Will. We're taking all of our stuff with us. We take our things with us as we travel. So this way, if a wolf comes running at me, and I do stink to high heaven right now, which is typically going to attract wolves. Is there a cave down here? There's a cave down here. How did I overlook this cave last time? Actually, is this where we need to go? No, we're nowhere near where we need to go. Supply cache, we gotta be like right around here somewhere. Let's check out this cave though. Is it just a cave? Oh, there's coal in here. Coal's really heavy, but also a great fuel source, and I believe coal is required to do any kind of metalworking. If we happen to find a forge eventually, we are going to want to have some coal on hand. I think the last bits of coal we found we gave to the Grey Mother. There's a dead man in this cave. Wait, are you a dead man? I'm sorry, I thought you were a huddled, frozen corpse, but you're actually a hidden cache. Found ourselves an MRE, some water, a decent wool ear wrap, and a flare. All right. What's a wool ear wrap look like? Let's check out the clothing bit here. How warm are you? Pretty warm, actually. Can we just wear you? Go to the paper doll here. Let's take a look and see what we can do. Or is this... Oh, it's an accessory and we're not wearing any. Oh, hell yeah, wear that. Nice. Ears are now toasty warm. Man, that was... Okay, I'm glad we came into this cave. That was a hell of a find. Speaking of which, how we doing temperature-wise? We're actually a little cold, but we're warming up here. Feels like a balmy 9 degrees inside this cave. I'm tempted to stay a while. All right, this place is on our map now, right? Yeah, here's our cave right here. So we can bust down through the woodlot. I kind of want to skirt the edges here and try and avoid the wolves because this area down in the bottoms here, last time we were in this region, it was absolutely festooned with wolves. Unfortunately, there is a cliff here that it's going to be pretty hard for us to maybe make our way down. What about a little mountaineering, Will? You feel up to it? Feel like putting on your big boy pants and doing a little mountain climbing? Showing the world what you're made of? Actually, this hill is relatively approachable now that I look at it. It looked a lot worse from up high. Its bark was definitely worse than its bite. Now, okay, he says as he shatters his ankle into a billion tiny chunks. Just take it easy here, William. Just nice, you know, slow and... This is a slow and steady. This is a hare or a tortoise moment, not a hare moment. Besides, I always get the feeling like the tortoise was... Yeah. He was like a reasonable fellow, seemed like a nice guy, loved his wife, paid his taxes. The rabbit, though, he kind of seemed like a dick face. You know, he's like cheating on his mistress. And I say cheating on his mistress because not only did he have a wife, but he also had a mistress. And he was cheating on them both with another woman. Guys, you hit it like a, fast cars, fast women, a real sort of I'm having a midlife crisis kind of thing. That's the feeling I always got from the wolf. Speaking of wolf. One over there. Fortunately, I think the wind is being a little friendly here and that it's blowing like crossways from the wolf. So we may not have to go anywhere near him. Some really good opportunities to pick up some firewood if we wanted it. I don't really want to burden myself with any additional, gear. We're already fairly encumbered, with this, 35 pounds of rabbit that we picked up. But we do have our emergency skinned rabbit. We got our emergency bugs, our emerge-bugs. Just in case things go wrong, we throw him down as a distraction and we run like hell. We're going to use him. There's a lot of downed limbs over here that we could get a bunch of firewood out of if we were in the market for firewood. I'm really just in the market to make it to this tunnel collapse and or cave that we were told about. Which I'm guessing has to be over in this vicinity. We crawl under here? Okay, so far so good. Oh, we're stuck. Crashed prison transport bus. Well, this seems to be the appropriate spot then. There is a picture of a crashed bus. There's a dead man. Let's pick up these crow feathers. Well, prisoner number 9746. I mean, I'm sorry to do this to you, but I need that yellow, or that orange jump. You didn't even have an orange jumpsuit? Lame. What do we got here? Briefcase? Prison transport manifest. Read it. Following felons are slated for immediate transport to Black Rock Federal Penitentiary. Okay. It's good that it put all their first names, lest there be any confusion. Nobody has any known medical conditions? Alright. I mean, I guess we'll take that. No, I really couldn't use that, actually. I can't use this medicine. Excuse me? I was in the midst of picking up medicine. Hijacked by cutscene. Alright. Is there just going to be a bunch of dead people in the bus? Astrid was here. This is her scarf with kiss pattern on it. I'd recognize it anywhere. Why was she on a prison bus? The bus is full of dead people, though, right? Also, why are my fingers clipping through the glass? I can phase through it like the Vision. What's the significance of the floor of the bus? Can I pry this open? No. Can I look in the bus? No. So we looked in the bus and saw the floor, and it was very ominous. The bus is empty. What were you trying to say with your little vignette there? You brought me down here, showed me an empty crashed bus. That's it though, right? This thing is a brick wall. What was I supposed to see there? Can I open the door? No. Oh, what is that? Oh wait, there's a word written on there. What do you say? Perseverance? It's definitely P-E-R. P-E-R-S-E-V-E-R-A-N. It's got to be perseverance. What is that supposed to mean? It's very cryptic and non-specific. I was looking for something a little more enlightening. How come people who are writing messages in books and video games and whatnot, when they're writing a message in their own blood or something like a last resort where I'm definitely about to die and I want to communicate something even though it's going to be beyond my final hours, why are they always fucking cryptic? You know what? If you're taking the time to write a message in your own blood so that somebody can, solve your murder or something from beyond the grave, just here's an idea. Write the name of the person and their address, home address, and preferably, if known, social security number. That's the kind of message that's going to result in an arrest. Be like, oh, this guy killed me. What'd you do? I scrawled his name and social security number in blood next to my corpse. I thought this one's going to be pretty fucking easy to solve. We're not going to really need a Sherlock Holmes to figure this one out. Old Watson's just going to show up on the scene and go, no need to call Sherlock here. We've got a name and a social security number. Also a vague description and what appears to be a character sketch done in human blood. I believe the culprit's name is John C. Holmes. We're going to arrest him. Oh, why they've conveniently scrawled his address next to the social security number as well. And made sure that convicting his killer will be quite easy. Quite a trivial matter. How did I sprain my ankle? I wasn't even moving. I'm wandering over flat ground. I'm wandering over flat ground and my ankle just shattered. For no reason whatsoever. I guess I should drink more milk? I'm very confused. Must be suffering from a calcium deficiency, I reckon. Alright, well, let's check this out while we're here. Old crashed truck. Anything in the back? Nope. Anything in the cab? Have we been in this old crashed truck? Nope. Safe deposit box key in here, as well as some antiseptic. I think we found a couple more safe deposit box keys, because as I recall, we also found one down at the farm where we got ambushed by the ninja wolf. So we could always break back into the bank and, you know, steal those guys $18. Couple garbage cans. A porta potty. Alright, well, there's the gas station. That place was completely festooned with wolves last time I was in this area. I'd kind of like to avoid it if possible. There's a note up here. Also, I mean, this rabbit is... well, he was begging to die, but then he pissed off. What do you say? Park warning notice. Due to the unfortunate accident, the Milton Area Parks Board can no longer condone the use of climbing area within park boundaries. Additionally, recent seismic activity has brought the safety of some common routes and climbing sections into question. Some common routes? I think you may have misparsed that. Long dark. We are reviewing safety policies and will publish the findings as soon as possible. Until then, please refrain from using designated climbing areas in the park. Signed, M. Antonius, Milton and Areas Parks Board. I find it hard to believe that Milton had a parks board, honestly. This town is not big enough to need an entire parks department. Who was paying their salary? Seriously, who? Alright, we're gonna get ourselves one more bunny. Oh, he turned on us, though. The bunny is serpentining. You know, that's more common behavior for serpents, bunny. You're not allowed to serpentine. Or are you a snake rabbit? Right in the dome. Yeah, get your little head ripped right off there. How you like that? Alright, we need to find a place to hole up now, because we're getting... I mean, we're not super cold, but we are super smelly. And conveniently, there appears to be a place for us to hole up for the evening and perhaps cook some of this rabbit. And at a minimum, just get out of the cold. We have a bunch of sticks, so starting, you know, having the ingredients for a fire is not going to pose any real problem. In fact, there looks to be like an abundance of sticks in the region as well. We can pick these up. We'll have plenty of firewood for a nice long fire. If there's a bed or something up here, that'd be fantastic. Uh-oh, I hear wolves. We've got a sprained ankle, so
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
Yeah, is that why your ankle just shattered into 27 pieces? Because of the heavy load you're burdened with? Perfect. What is this place? Well, can of grape soda. Anything else? Dead plant. Stack of newspapers, which we definitely don't need. A potbelly stove, which we're definitely going to make use of. And plenty of opportunities to search for loot. Let's find ourselves some swag here. What do you got? Nothing. There's even a bedroll up here. This place was made for sleeping. This place was made for sleeping. That's just what I do. I'm gonna eat me a crunchy stuff bar, candy bar there too. Flare shells. Man, okay, we got a ton of flare shells now. Maybe we'll start using these to frighten wolves. I mean, we've been doing pretty well just avoiding the wolves. I always try the radios and they never work. Only setting myself up for disappointment, but I can't help myself. Okay, metal shelf, another stack of papers, a phone, that definitely does not work. Let's check these filing cabinets, start ourselves a fire, rip apart another bunny rabbit, and then see if maybe our sprain won't heal. Another flare shell. I wonder if we can set a wolf on fire. Like, what if we just straight up shoot the wolf with the flare? Will he die? A fleece cow? What the hell is that? We're finding all kinds of sweet gear. You have no clothing of this type. So what does a fleece cowl do? A thick cotton cap that covers the head but not the face, designed to be layered under something warmer. It's much warmer than the scarf we have on. Is it better than our toque? It is not better than our toque. It's in fact considerably colder than our toque. But it is better than this scarf. It's like 1 whole degree. It's actually quite warm. Alright, we'll wear this. Windproof bonus, 4C. Protection bonus, 20%. Our sprint is a little lower. Warmth bonus did go up. Actually, our warmth bonus didn't go up at all. Oh, it's giving us like half of a degree. But it gives us a huge windproof bonus over the scarf. It's also more protective. And it weighs less than, it weighs more than a scarf. You know what? I don't really care. I'm carrying it either way. If I'm carrying it, I might as well be wearing it. If I'm carrying it, I'm wearing it. Where the hell are we on the map? We gotta be like up in this region somewhere, right? Oh, no, we're here. We're in Milton Park. Okay, so we've come up this way. We're supposed to go talk to the Gray Mother, but I don't want to go talk to that lady. She's such a downer. What do I want to do? I just want to rip a rabbit apart and have a nice meal. Give me these stacks of papers. I'm curious if we can actually use a stack of papers as anything other than tinder. I mean, I'm going to use them for tinder because why not? I'm wondering if we can actually just burn it as well. First things first, though. Got a rabbit carcass. Let's tear that bad boy up. And I mean that in more ways than one. I mean, we're going to harvest it, but also we're going to tear into the meat. Wow, this is the skinniest rabbit of all time, though.
I would do anything for a drink right now.
If only you had a couple gallons of water on you. Oh, wait. In fact, you have a couple gallons of water on you. There you go. And enough fire to, you know, make several gallons more. So let's grab our pot-bellied stove here. Cattail. Do we want to... We're always using books. Really? We have 72 sticks? We should burn some of these. They're extraordinarily heavy. Let's get some of these out of the way. I'm feeling pretty good about our little adventure here. It's going really well. We've had a profitable day. Found a hidden cache of supplies, murdered a few bunnies, you know, stole, liberated. I don't know if stealing is the right... I don't feel bad about taking these things. I feel pissed off about the fact that that fire didn't start, but... upsetting me a great deal. We have a 70% chance of success here, huh? What can we do to increase that? What if I just use a stack of papers? Still the same 70. If I'm having trouble starting a fire with sticks and old newspaper and a match, odds are pretty strong that I'm like never going to start a fire ever again. If this isn't enough adequate tools for fire starting, then shit, man, we're done. We're going to die out here cold and alone. Well, not alone. The Gray Mother will be, well, no, we'll die alone if we die out here because it's not like her old ass is going to come out here and chip our frozen corpse off the ground and drag us back to town. Although she should. We've got some good loot. There we go. Pot-bellied stove. All right, let's fire you up here, Potbelly. I don't want to add coal. Let's add fuel. Got plenty of sticks. Let's get ourselves a nice lengthy fire here. Also, what time of day is it? Yeah, it's getting on towards evening. All right. I guess we're going to be here for the night. This is putting out a pretty goodly amount of heat. Let's cook ourselves up some of this raw rabbit. Then we're probably just going to eat most of it. We'll keep the other 2 bunny carcasses just in case we need to defend ourselves from wolves on the way back to town, because we do have to go back to town The Grey Mother was like, go check out the abandoned bus and then come back and tell me what you find. Why do I gotta come back, Grey Mother? I mean, do I have to come back? Couldn't I just stay gone? How come I can't just stay gone? Let's melt ourselves 1 liter of water, because we're gonna use at least 1 liter of water. And then I suppose we may as well boil it. We've got time. We could purify it, which is faster and uses our purification tablets, but what else are we gonna do? We're just sitting out here in the middle of nowhere doing nothing. We're gonna go to sleep soon, and I like to kind of stay up in the middle of the night if possible. So, see, don't drop the cooked rabbit. Here, well, let's just do this. There's an easy way to solve the cooked rabbit problem, and that is just eat it. Got some more cooked rabbit? Good. Eat it. So we killed 2 bunnies. And out of those 2 bunnies, we got about 1,000 calories. So basically, the bunnies were like a wash. We probably spent almost 1,000 calories getting our hands on the bunny. Pot-bellied stove. What's the temperature like in here? Oh, it's balmy. It feels like 81 degrees. So we could take a cup of tea, or we could just sleep for 5 hours. We're definitely going to be sleeping for at least 4 hours, because why wouldn't we? Let's throw some more sticks in here. I wouldn't mind burning the fish book. We'll start this up, grab a torch just for funsies, and then, you know, in case of wolves. Let's go out and maybe grab a few more sticks, or just look around the area, see what's out here. There's a little bit of daylight left, no reason to not explore. Pick up some sticks. We do want to get back to our fire before it goes out. That's really our only time limiting factor, is just we want to be back to the fire to stoke it before the blaze goes out. Quit your whining, Will. I'm whinging about my ankle again. Another thing that the torch is useful for in this scenario is it serves as sort of like a makeshift timer. We will know roughly how long we've been away from our stove fire by the fact that when our torch goes out, it's probably time to go back home. A lot of sticks up here. Yep, we discovered a picnic area. Very nice. Looks like a really lovely place to have a picnic. And potentially get pushed off of a cliff by an overly rambunctious child. Hey, what happened to little Nikki? Oh, God, Jimmy, no! Don't push your sister! Oh! I mean, that tragedy's playing out in my mind right now. I wonder if we could climb down there. No way, we would definitely die. This does not seem like good climbing territory. So is there like a post here, a little last will and testament, something? There's got to be some kind of like tributary, something going on up here that tells us a horrifying story of the apocalypse. Yes? Some bitter note of... Oh. Alright. Well, I guess we'll go back to our little hut then. I will... Yeah, you know what? I'll take these rose hips. They're on the way. Our torch is getting low, which means our fire is probably pretty close to burning out. But I think we can harvest a few more sticks before the night comes. Or not. Oh, perhaps not. Okay, well, we're just, we're in for the evening then, I guess. So what do we want to do with our time? We should do something. Actually, what we should do is we should wrap up this episode. Toss that torch back in there. We have 56 sticks. Toss that back in. We still got an hour and 2 minutes of fuel. I hate to waste it, but I am going to wrap up this episode. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see our little adventure here come to a conclusion as we go back to the Grey Mother and go, yeah, we went down to the tunnel and there was a wrecked bus with a dead man frozen to the ground outside of it. See what response that gets. You know, consider subscribing as well. New episodes of The Long Dark every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Right now, I'm going to sit here and warm my hands by this potbelly stove. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Also, why it got to be a potbelly stove? What, just because it's a little overweight? That's really... You know what? It's really inconsiderate, The Long Dark. Really inconsiderate. I would call it a rotund stove.